All right, welcome back, sixth graders. Glad you're here. And now we're still multiplying decimals. This is 2.4 example, or 2.5 example 2. And we're looking at how high is a stack of 100 dimes. And a dime, it tells you, is 1.35 millimeters. So I need to multiply 1.35 times 100. Some of us can do that in our heads. You can see that there's two zeros. So you can just move the decimal two places. So method number one, we multiply 1.35 times 100, and we see that there are two decimal places, 1, 2. And so when we get done, we move this over 1, 2, and we end up with 135. Method number two, since you're multiplying by a power of 10, you can, like I said, use mental math and just move your decimal two places to the right because you're multiplying by two zeros and a 1. Okay? So that's a trick you can use if it's a nice round number with zeros and a 1, like 10, 100, 1,000. Just move decimal places. But if you multiply, remember, you just line it up like you normally would. You don't have to line up decimals on this one. You just count your decimal places at the end. Let's look at another one. So a $50 50-cent piece is 2.15 millimeters thick. How high is a stack of 100? So again, if you use mental math, 1, 2, 215, you can get that done real quick. But if you're multiplying with the decimal, let's take a look.
A $50 is 2 15/100 millimeters thick. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. And 0 times 2 is 0. Now we can move on to the next digit, which is another 0. First, we need to put a 0 in as a placeholder, then multiply. Again, 0 times each digit will be 0. So we have 3 more zeros. Now place 2 zeros in as placeholders. Then we can multiply 1 by each digit. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 2 is 2.
Make sure you keep those all straight
out. So now we'll add. We have 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 0. Again, 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 1 is 1. And 2 is 2. So now we go back to our multiplication problem and count how many digits are to the right of the decimal. In this case, there are 2 digits. So we go back to our product and we move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Boom. So it will be between the 5 and the 0. So our final answer is 215 millimeters.
Okay, and method 2 again was multiplying by 100. You just go 1, 2, and you end up with 215. So let's try these 1 through 5. Multiply, you can use estimation to check your answer. But remember, you just write 12.3 times 8. The 8 goes right underneath. So write these out and see how you do. So go ahead and pause your video. 3, 2, 1, pause. All right, now that you're back, here are your answers. And you can look in my notes to see how I did them. If you're not sure how these answers came, take a look in my notes to see how I did them. Now, I know you can just use a calculator, but we're not working on using calculators right now. We're working on multiplying decimals, okay? So make sure you're writing them all out and doing a good job with that. All right, good job. We'll see you later.